Senzo passed on, was killed on the 26th, which was Sunday. Ne? Yeah, Sunday. And then Saturday was 25. So it means Friday was at 24. So he left Gauteng on the 24th to go to Mahlabathini or Bongani, case number 2. And then he arrived at home. And then Saturday morning, he went to town at the bank to withdraw the money, to buy the things for that occasion. Mm-hmm. Yes. And then he withdrew the money from the ATM, from Capitec. See? So this is what we call alibi. See? When you said on the 26th of October 2014, you, accused number 2, you were at Fort Loras. You killed this person. You were in that house. Well, accused number 2 will take the slip or whatever that show withdrawal in Mahlabathini. See, at 9 o'clock on Saturday.
And they have cameras. ATMs have cameras.
They have cameras, and they've got also the reference, the number. This ATM got number. Yes, you see. So now, these issues of the men and whatever, they are on Sunday. Okay? The whole day you are busy with all those things until even late. Now, Senzo was killed at 8. Did that guy took a broom and get on the broom and come to Gauteng, fly, and then do the job and go back? You see, it's what we call alibi. That is a clear proof that this guy was never there. And it has been now. If you have seen that, the proceeding, the court, it was Andy, it was Tumelo who said, yeah, no, we saw this man. They say number 2. And number 2, having that clear alibi, how are they going to
counter,
to link, or yes, you see. So it's clear indication that it doesn't need to be you to be a lawyer. It doesn't need a rocket scientist to say, no, really, this guy, Bamsukel, was never there. You see. So number 1, I said he was almost a year already that he has been there. He was never there. So now, in summary, I'm saying these 5 guys who are there, considered to be the killers of Senzo, they have been scapegoated. Scapegoated, this means that they are replacing the right people. You see? So these guys are charged in terms of the Fort Loras case number 636 of October 2014. You see? And then...
No, but Advocate Tefo, we're aware of that. We want to know from you, what do you think happened that night? Like, we're aware of everything that you're saying. It's been well documented. We just want to ask from you, what do you think happened that night?
No, I've said it, Mekchi. I said Senzo was killed.
How?
That night.
How? By who?
Was shot.
By who?
I said during the time when I was in this case, I made a version to the first witness. You see, he's still there. He's on record. I put it to the first witness, Mr. Musia. I said, this is a scenario. Senzo was allegedly shot and killed by Kelly, where it was alleged that it was a mistake. Let that scenario or the theory of Senzo was shot by mistake by the intruder. No. On the intruder is clear in the case, where I was in the case, is replaced. Intruder now will be Kelly. Kelly cannot be intruder. You see? And when it was during the time when she was giving the firearm back to Senzo. Remember what happened is that on that day, Longwe came to Kelly's place. See, Yeah, the issue is that it started whereby a week before, Senzo, Kelly, Zandi, an unknown friend of Senzo, they went out for a week. And when they were out for a week, the agreement was that Zandi at that time was a girlfriend of Longwe. Zandi should not answer the calls when Longwe phone. See, so that makes Longwe angry. Then come the following week, during the week, Longwe phoned Zandi to say, where have you been? And then that time, at that particular date when Longwe phoned Kelly, Zandi couldn't get there, he even went to Zandi's home, where he found the mother. The mother told him that, no, these people are out. You see, yes, for a weekend. Yeah, then he just make up his own mind to say, no, you know what? There's someone trying to hit me with a brick here. Yes. So on the day when, on the 26th, Longwe came to Kelly's home because he was invited by Zandi, should come. Because Zandi was thinking that they were going to go to attend the Roy Mahamud's party together, you see. So Longwe being angry, when he left home, he took the firearm, .38 special, then rode to Kelly's home. And then that's where you find these two guys, Mtoko and Tumelo. So he was suspecting that among them, one of them is the one that is trying to hit him by the brick, you see, on Zandi. So, but now, when Longwe took the firearm of his father, which is in this affidavit that he gave me, and he said his father's unlicensed firearm, .38 special revolver. He was going there to threaten, to intimidate Senzo and his friend, not to take his girlfriend, or for the late the Senzo, not to give the girlfriend to one of his friends. You see? And indeed, he found them there. Then on his arrival, that house is a matchbox. Yeah, I got in, we found them there. And then he didn't speak to them. Then he called Zandi. From outside. When he was outside, he texted Zandi to come and fetch him. Zandi went outside, he fetched him, they get inside, and then he saw this guy. Then he said, between the two, which one is the one who's trying to double agent me? You want? No. So Zandi said, no, none of these are friends of Senzo. Then that's when Longwe took out the firearm and shot on the floor. You see? Then it caused the gap. Remember, it's a .38 special revolver. You see? So there was some shrapnels from the floor that hit because this one, Longwe was wearing the long trouser. Zandi with whatever she was wearing, but her legs were bad, were like vulnerable. They were not covered. Yeah, so they hit back there. That's where, in this case, there is a attempted murder of Zandi. They were referring to that when they come back. You see, count number 2, in that upon or about 26 October 2014, and at or near Vosloorus in the district of Boksburg, the accused did unlawfully and intentionally attempts to kill Zandile Lorraine Khumalo. You see? But now, you follow this case, that this charge is no longer there, seemingly, of attempted murder of Lorraine. You see? And this attempted murder of Lorraine is referring to that shrapnels when they come, then they hit Zandi on her feet. You see? That's what they call that. But I remember I was still there. It was changed. It was even changed.
So now the gun has been shot. There's commotion now in the house.
Then the gun has been shot. Then after it was shot. Actually, longer when he went there. Longer is shy. I've seen him. He does not have the guts like Silo, the brother. You see. He took the Dutch courage. He was high. You see, when he went there.
Oh, so he was
high.
He was on.
Don't ask me what he took. Just make him high. But he was high.
He was, yeah.
Yeah, he was high just to have the courage. Yes. So after he did that, then, because they were all in their sitting room and drinking some ciders and all those things, you see. Then Kelly said, Senzo, that, after that man shot, you see, he said, I know, he bullet is very me. Then Senzo went to tussle with the long way, taking the firearm. You see, battle for the firearm. So, Senzo was strong. So, Longo was tall, but you see, so Senzo overpowered him. He took the firearm. And then Kelly was just, Then he handed over the firearm to Kelly. He was standing there. The .3 is special. Then Senzo took Longo outside, took him out, threw him in the street. Yes. Then he came back. So when he came back, said, Kelly, let us palm. Yes. Kelly then was going to give the firearm to Senzo, but he was playful. Then when Senzo was about to receive that, that's when the bullet came out. Yeah. The bullet riddled the lung.
Who is this information from?
Yes, I was about to ask that.
So who's this, like this information, who is it coming from?
Is this what's on the public domain?
Where is this coming from?
Yes.
No, from the research and investigation, what I did. From the people who were there, eyewitnesses. So they just cannot... No, I'm out of that case anyway. I wanted to make sure that that case ever was there. I wanted to make sure that this case is finalized within 3 months. That was my intention.
You mentioned Longwe. You said Longwe. You spoke with Longwe. Was it him narrating the story to you?
Yes, I spoke in jail. No, now in jail. But previously, when I was in this case,
yes,
I was having the background of what happened.
Okay.
Yes. Remember, I spoken to the relevant people.
So were affidavits ever written with such information?
Yeah, the question about the affidavit thereafter. Now the people were like shocked. That's when there was issue of person jumping, running out of the house.
Yes.
Yes, because what they saw just like scared everyone. Because under normal circumstances, you could not imagine that scenario. You see. So, but when this happened, Longo was still outside. He heard the shot. He came in.
Yes.
Yes. He came in. Then find that he was like where they were like running helter-skelter outside, confused. Then Longo came in, want to understand what's happening. Then later when things are cooled, they come and explain to Longo what is happening. But this is a firearm that you brought here. See? So, yeah, that was the situation. And then the plans were made now. That's when they will phone other people, not the relevant people, like phoning the police and everything.
Speaking about phoning people, we had Senzo Meyiwa's brother here, right? And he mentioned that allegedly one of the first people they called was Dr. Ivan Khoza. Are you aware of that?
No. No, it's not true. No. They phoned Chico.
They phoned Chico Twala?
Yeah. And then Chico is the one who phoned Dr. Khoza. Yes. No, even in the interview with the Griselda during the last anniversary of the death of Senzo Meyiwa. Yeah. Dr. Koza made it clear that Chico Twala phoned me. Yes. And,
Why do you think they're calling him?
Hmm?
Why do you think they're calling Dr. Ivan Koza?
No, because at their house, they phoned Chico first. See, this is what has happened. Then that's when Chico phoned Dr. Koza. Yes. No one knew the chairman to phone.
Yeah.
You see, remember, during that time when this incident happened, Chico was the business manager of Kelly. Yes, let me remind you about that. I mean, it's logical for Kelly to phone Chico. Yes, because what is happening is Longwe, the firearm brought by Longwe. Longwe is the son of Chico. And then Kelly, his manager is Chico. Understand? People may say, why they didn't phone the police, they phoned you. Yeah, I think maybe Kelly was confused.
Yeah.
You see?
Stand up.
So according to you, do you think the case has been going on for so long because Chico doesn't want the truth to come out?
Advocate Baloyi doesn't want the truth to come out. Lately, in my findings after I came from prison, then I found out that actually the mastermind in this case is Advocate Baloyi. He was not even supposed to be in that case because he's the one who's misleading the court. You see? Yeah, what is happening here, what is being protected here all along that we didn't know. Not even kid was protected here. Now that I know, you see, what is protected here is the firearm and the owner of the firearm. Yeah. And which there are new revelations that in my coming out, lying low, I was in investigation. You know, now I had the time. I'm no longer involved in that case. At prison from Kgosimampuru, I had a meeting with the head of the prison on the 11th of August 2023 when I was in Kgosimampuru. I was 11 days in prison that time. So I was told to write affidavit to say, I'm no longer representing this guy. I'm getting out of this case. Senzo is dead. I was told by the head of prison to say, look, you've got a good career. You're the best. So now, if you're going to do the following thing, and it was on the 11th, yesterday on the 10th, I was from the court. I was denied the bail, came back. The next appearance was the 16th, if not the 17th. So this acting head of the prison said to me, this person has been sent by the big people. So actually, my being in prison, it was all about trying to tame me, to see me, to scam, to get out of the case. You see? So I said, no, in the next appearance, if you write the affidavit to say you're no longer representing these 5 guys, these 4 guys, and you are no longer the watching brief, and you will agree to be charged. Remember, myself, I was charged after 48 days. 84 days. In South Africa, person should be charged within 48 hours. I was charged, I was arrested on the 1st of August 2023, and I was charged on the 21st of October.
What's your question, Majay?
Yeah, so I want to go back to the events of the night, right? After those phone calls happened. Enter Brigadier Philani Ndlovu, who was the first cop on site. He sadly passed away. What happens then?
Yeah, actually, the nexus, the connection is from that. Again, I said the first person whom was called was Chico Twala. And the Chico Twala is the one who now called the chairman. But what we cannot tell is that what Kili said in terms of narrating the issues for the Chico to be able to put the chairman on the clear, to give the chairman the clear picture. That's what happened there, you see. But now, the first thing there, it was, where's the firearm? You see. And then Chico told Kelly, that someone will come and fetch the firearm. Make sure that the firearm is hidden. Don't give the firearm to the police officers of Vosloorus because they are the first person to come to the scene. Yes. So Chico made sure that the firearm is secured. See. And indeed, Kelly secured the firearm. Put it elsewhere. See. And then someone is coming to fetch the firearm. Don't give it to the police officers of Vosloorus. And then that's when things started. The big police officers then went there. And the police officers of Vosloorus were barred to get in there until the big generals have been there. You see. So, General Shadrach Sibia was the head of the Hawks by that time. Then he was contacted, you see, by Chico. And they went there together with the Major General by that time, Jebelo Musikiri. He was the head of the detective in Gauteng. Yeah. And then Brigadier Ilaninlov was a provincial head of the detective at that time. His boss was Musikiri. Yes, they've been there. So the presence of these people was to make sure that the firearm is secured. They have to go there and fetch in the firearm. I'm not talking about Brigadier Ndlovu. I'm talking about Brigadier Ndlovu was just being driven, being given instruction. So those who knew that this firearm must be taken from there, it's these two generals, Sikili and Shadrach Sibia. See. And then, indeed, they started at the hospital where they saw and they confirmed that Senzo has passed on. See, before they go home. Yeah, because everyone then later went there. Remember when they say they took Senzo to hospital to save him? I asked this question. I said to the witness number one, I said, why, when you arrived at the scene, at the kid's home, you didn't find the person who was shot, Senzo? No, he said, no. According to them, they took him to hospital to save his life. So no, already when they took him to hospital, he was already lifeless body. If you are shot by the bullet of a revolver, it pierces the lung and the heart. Actually, tell me about the heart, the lung. Even if you can take the needle and just pierce it, you are finished. You see? Maybe you can take 30 minutes. You see? There was a doctor. When the doctor came in, then I was no longer part of the case. But I know that the heart, the lung is sensitive, let alone the heart. So remember the revolver? Yeah, it's peace. I've got that in iCala. That postmortem in iCala. See? So you can see the size of the wound here. Yes. So the doctor said, this person, the longest time he lived after this is 20 seconds. But the shortest it was 10 seconds. You see? And before they took him to hospital, it was after an hour. But the people will tell you that they took Senzo to hospital to save his life. After an hour to hospital. Are you saying?
So what do you have to say about the death of Philani Ndlovu? Because he was the first police to arrive there.
Philani Ndlovu was also killed because he was going to throw the state under the bus. So in this case, I can tell you about now. That will be including Brigadier Ndlovu. Okay, by then he was unretired and he was already promoted as a Major General. And then including the Dlagatla, Ngomezulu. people who have died in this case now, and I sometimes sit down and pray my God, I say, did I make a mistake by bringing this case in court? Should I blame myself? That's me when I pray to my God. Because I can no longer stand this thing. 11 people are already dead.
11.
Yes, in this case. 11 people are dead, mysteriously. And now it even caused to, it's finished all the Ndlofus. Because I was talking to the wife of Brigadier Ndlovu after the death, because I know the docket there was inquest, investigation at, is it Port Shepstone? Police station there. The case was opened. So the wife later her body was riddled with a bullet when she was coming from town. She was followed. Yeah. They say it's in Gabi.
So how come they haven't killed you yet?
Myself. Do you wish my death?
No. I don't. I'm just saying.
If 11 people have died,
Yes.
Yeah.
It's,
Yes. I think, no, I should have been the first person to die. You see, my God just doesn't allow this. Whoever wanted to kill me was supposed to ask my God first. Yeah. And come to me and also ask if we can kill you.
What's
So why I'm saying this? Because it's somehow that question, I don't know if my children will see the broadcast and hear that question, why I am not died. I've got a fairly young family, you see. Yeah, and then God protected me. And I always believe that. Even my wife, as now, we are fighting. She won me out of this case. You see? And
you can't blame
my mother said, no, look, she knows very well I love my job. And I believe that this job is not that I chose. This case was far from me.
It came to you.
It came to me. It just followed me. You see, it was
we've spoken to Chico Tola. We had him on the phone. I don't know. I can't remember what episode. And we asked him about you. And he implied that you're like delusional. You're not okay. And then what did he say? Remember? Remember, Ghost Lady?
Yeah, I don't remember.
I've seen. Yes. No, actually, I'm delusional.
Should we call Chico?
There are people. No. There are people. There are people who. You remember what I said firstly? I said when I was arrested the 1st of August, taken in 2023, taken to prison, I'm going to die there. There's a person that, or go mad. You see? So now this thing didn't happen. And unfortunately, and I cried for the very first time, very serious. My brother died when I was in jail. Through a heart attack. You see? He died.
in the interest of justice, I'm sorry, can we get more water?
Yeah.
Can we get more water? Thank you.
Yes.
Sorry, Advocate. In the interest of justice, we know why it's important for this case to be solved. But at the same time, if 11 people have already passed away, and it's brought so much emotional trauma to everybody. I mean, your brother died while you were in jail. I don't even know how to say this. Is it still worth it pursuing it? I mean, how many more lives have to, will be lost trying to figure out what happened on that night?
Yes.
I mean, 11 people have died already. You lost your brother while you were in jail. The case is still not resolved. Is it still worth it? Obviously, Senzo's family and mom will say yes. And the rest of us South Africans who loved our captain, But when does it end? who should be next, whose life is worth being next in line, trying to cover up this thing?
Yeah. Actually, there are those people who are praying to wake up on my death, even now. Because as long as this case is on, and they still don't believe that they've escaped. As long as I'm alive, they still don't believe that they've escaped. Those who are involved. You see. So, like I said, at prison, starting at Khosimampuru, I've been called in the office. There was a meeting on the 11th of August. I've been promised 45 million if I get out of this case.
Sure.
And now,
I hope.
by the head of the prison, acting head of the prison, Mr. Mkubane, called me in the meeting, approximately 10 o'clock. You see, said, you've got a career. You're the best lawyer. Even myself, I can use your services. But Senzo Meyiwa is dead. Is it worthy to risk your life, your career, for someone who's gone? Senzo won't come back. You see, your children, your wife, parents, they need you. It was before the sad news of my brother had been passed on. My brother passed on in October. And coincidentally, though I don't believe that it's coincident, I may not remember exactly when my brother died, but my cousin came and told me this news. My brother was buried on the 26th of October, 2023. Is this coincident that I'm involved in this case? My brother was buried on the date of the 26th of October. Not 2014, but 2023. Well, I was arrested for being involved in the case of Senzo Meyiwa.
Do you feel like the judicial system failed you?
They failed everyone in South Africa. Not me. Who am I? They failed everyone. They failed Meyiwa. They failed.
Because this is the same thing with the Taba Best case. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, if you got money, you can squash anything, bro.
Yeah. You see, if you are,
if you have money and power.
After I got out of the prison, that's why I said I lied low. I carry on. I said, after I got this affidavit and other issues, other news that Longo told me somehow, I said, actually, my being in prison in Sun City. In Sun City, I spent 8 months. So that's why all in all is 17 months. 9 plus 8 is 70. 9 months Khosimampuru and then 8 months in Sun City, where I started to regroup. Actually, when I left Khosimampuru, because of the situation also of the poison that was happening, it was actually a quick intervention when I arrived at Sun City. Because the doctor checked my heart. Doctor wanted to take me to hospital like yesterday. See, my heartbeat has changed. They said my heart just then stop. You see, the doctor, because they thought now, for taking me, not releasing me and taking me to Sun City, they were trying to delay me so that I can die in prison. You see, they were trying to delay and let the poison work. Yeah. And I say, thanks God. God entered in the medical staff of Sun City. They really, my file is still there. And I has to be taken and given my private lawyer, my private medical, you see. So
Isn't that case still going on? Don't you have to go in September?
Is the case. Case is going on 21st of this month. It's coming back. You see. Now, I was about to say, after I got out of the prison, I lie low and I started to sit down. said, look, why would people want to give me 45 million if I get out of this case? Why me? What is in this case? Because I thought I knew about this case. But I said, no, there is so much that need to happen. I don't think I know much. Then that's when I started my own investigation, my research. You see? And I've got the findings. And I know why. I can even be given 100 million to get out of this case.
Why is that?
Because the heads are going to roll. Serious people are going to go to jail. There is going to be serious damage at the high echelon of the NPA and elsewhere. You see? So I made an investigation after that, and a highly and heavily guided investigation that I made. The finding was that I came across the information that on the 27th, somewhere there, in January 2004, Baloy's son, 10-year-old Tefo Baloy, shot himself with a .38 revolver at home in Pretoria East, Fairy Lane. His father was not there. According to him, it was only the mother. The 10-year-old had the access to the safe key, go into the safe, unlock the safe, take out the firearm, .38 special revolver of his father. That was legal. And then he put the firearm here. The entrance of the bullet was from the temple, exit from the head, it hit the ceiling. The mother had the shot. She went in the room, find the boy in the pool of blood. Now, there are some doors that don't connect. And this scenario is not different to what happened to Senzo. And 10 years later, from 2004 to 2014, the same firearm did this miracle.
Jesus. Jesus.
You see. So, they said after Tefo shot himself, he was taken to hospital. Not the police called, not the ambulance called. Was taken to hospital. They called it the Fairy Lane Hospital in the area. At hospital, he was destabilized. Charlie, what they are telling is that you be judged. The boy, 10 years, shot himself here with a revolver. The exit is on the head, and then the bullet hit the roof, and the boy is in the blood. The boy is still alive, going to the Fairy Lane Hospital, Pretoria East. At Fairy Lane Hospital, they destabilized him and transferred him to the Welger Hospital. These are in the same vicinity.
Yeah.
Not maybe if you are walking, you are driving. Ambulance. Ambulance can take within 5 minutes. You see, it was during the night. The roads are free, not busy. Past 8. So, at the Welgers, that's where the boy died. Pass on. You see. But now, further to that, how was the boy transported to hospital? How did he manage to arrive at Fairy Lane alive and died only after he was being transferred to the Welgers? That's where he died. But now, when you go to Fairy Lane, there is no medical record of Tefo Baloy. Dating from between January 1st to January 30th. There's no medical record. When you say Tefo has been at Fireland, you'll be judged. No. You never make it there. But yes, it's a fact, he passed on at the Velges Hospital. You see. So, no police, no ambulance. Why would the boy be transported privately? And then why was Senzo, 10 years later, why Senzo, there was no ambulance called? Why would Senzo be transported privately to Tshepong Hospital? And I know, I can tell you now, even the doctor has confirmed this. If Senzo, after the shooting, he lived long, it's 20 seconds. You see. Now, are you saying that Tefo was taken from home alive to Fireland? No. Tefo was taken straight to the Velges, where the light was made. Remember, when you have to be killed for the sacrificial, you have to wait until your blood gets dry. Sacrifice. See. So these two deaths were for sacrifice. The killing of Tefo in 2004, January, was for sacrifice. The death of Senzo, 2014, 26 October, he stayed for an hour before he was taken to hospital. The blood has been worked the way it was hacked. It was for sacrifice. See. And then ultimately, and I hope it's the end, and then it's truth, this case has to collapse. Because Baloyi was not supposed to be part of this, because he was in this case to mislead the court. The firearm that killed Senzo is not 9mm, allegedly belonged to case number 3. The firearm belongs to Advocate Baloyi. That killed Senzo. Goodness.
Yeah.
So this is the reason why Tefo should get 100 million and get out of this case. But my conscience won't allow. And should I have taken that money? Your question, McG, why are you still alive? Should I have taken that money, 45 million first, I was going to die. My God was going to allow me to die, to be killed. I didn't take it. That's why my God is still keeping me safe. And to make sure that the truth come out.
Costs.
You see. So what you see, guys, now, with the lawyers there of paid by the legal aid, now the money is something like towards 7 million that has been already been paid to those guys, so-called defense lawyers. This is a sham case. It's a sham trial. It's acting. See, there is agreement between these lawyers and the Legal Aid South Africa that they should run until this case is finalized. These guys must be found guilty and they'll be given life by Ratam Khwatli. See. And these people, the lawyers, they're told they should not recuse the judge. If they recuse the judge, legal aid will stop paying them. This is what is happening. I written the letter to the chief executive officer, Mantiti Kola of Legal Aid South Africa, to say, with immediate effect, terminate the funding of these lawyers here, because it's the sham trial here. They're just here to make sure the poor guys will be found guilty. Here's the letter, McG. 24 June 2025.
Yeah. 24 June 2025. Dear Madam, urgent demand for termination of the funding of the judiciaries under case Pretoria. What? For
Judy case.
Sorry. Murder of the late Senzo Meyiwa.
So she still didn't respond to me. So after all this, let's watch and see what's going to happen on the 21st of July. If these people, they are still going to be confident.
Which one is this? What's this one? This one is?
That one is that one of fire. This one is the Longwe affidavit. So you want to read it for the record?
Is this the Longwe affidavit?
Yeah, the one that I got on the 8th of September in prison. Longwe was staying at section A2. I was at section A1. I went there. Sundays, free flow, there is access because the people, we go to the various churches. So I accessed Longwe. Longwe, when he arrived in prison, first time, he wanted me. People came twice. I said, no, I don't want anything about that boy. I don't want to go and see him. But he forced. That time, then that's when I agree. He said, no, Prati, please, that guy want to see you. That's when I went there. Then I arrived there, tell story. He started to tell me, I think after 2 or 3 minutes, when he was telling me all this thing that he no longer having the life, he wants to come and testify everything. It doesn't seem to him. He's got no life. He doesn't sleep. The same applies to Kelly. You see.
Is that his handwriting?
This is my handwriting.
Okay.
Yeah, he was dictating.
Okay.
I was writing.
Oh.
So
Yes.
that stamp.
Myself, I'm the officer of the court.
I understand.
Yes.
I'm saying that stamp, that's the confirms that he gave you that information.
This stamp is a stamp of deputy. Okay, this stamp is a stamp of. Remember, after I got this statement, I wanted this affidavit to be given. By that time, Advocate Mgomizo was still alive. I was the only person. He was the only person that was communicating with me. He was even coming to court. I wanted to give him. So I handed this statement to the Deputy Judge President. They do have the NPA. They do have this affidavit, everything. So now, if these people who are there calling themselves defense lawyers, they want these guys to be released. I said, this is a statement you can use, but none of them want to use this statement.
What's on the?
They just want to be there and argue something that they don't even know. Because
what's there?
Huh?
What is there?
It's the long way saying that in this statement. Long way say that yes, he acknowledges he was not inside when Kelly shoot Senzo, but he was explained to him, and he said, indeed, this is what I was told. It's longer. It's Kelly who shot Senzo. He was confirming this to me, other than other witnesses there that they said to me. Yes. Because the same witnesses that I know, and they explained to me about this, they are the same people that explained to Longo.